Revenge in the regional finals is oh so sweet. The Reidsville Rams avenge their only regular season loss in the last 4 seasons and book a final stop on the Legacy Tour, a 4th consecutive state championship game. Your starting lineups for Washington: Chase Smith, Shamir Garris, Jaron Payne, Josiah Gibbs, and Anderson Thomas. For your Reidsville Rams, Deontay Neal at the point, Paul Coughlin at shooting guard, Frankie Galloway at the guard spot, Jordan Robinson and Jaquez Tynes round out your starting lineup.
And it looks like Jordan Robinson's set to jump.
He'll jump in the center circle on the right side. Standing next to him on the left side is Jaron Payne. We are ready for basketball in the regional championship. Coughlin handles it for Reidsville. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 8-point lead for Washington. Floater in the lane with one hand, the teardrop for Paul Coughlin. 9 points for Coughlin. Stop here on the near side wing for Coughlin. Switches to the right hand. Gets a screen from Robinson. Stops and sets back. Hand it off to Neal. Neal with the left to the right. Into the lane. Nice no look to Robinson off the glass on the near side. 4 points for Robinson. A 4-point lead for Washington. 2:05 to play here in the second quarter. For the Rams, it's Neal, Galloway, Coughlin, Robinson, and Tynes to start the third. Rams with the basketball left to right. At the top with the right hand, Neal. Steps back, trying to find a cut lane. Finds it on the elbow, far side. And into the lane, off the glass for Deontay Neal. That's what we need to see for our Rams. 31-27, Pam Pack just underway here in the third. 33-27, Washington. 6:40 to play here in the third. Screen up top from Payne. Neal will settle back on the wing. Handles with it, thinks about the step back, instead drives with 2 hands, leaning towards the top. It's Deontay Neal. He's got 6.
Washington scored twice, but Neal's answered them both times. Still a 4-point game.
33-29, 6:20 to play here in the third. Inbound on the baseline, far side. Pass it into Neal, who walks it up midcourt. Looks to work the offense, hands it off to Coughlin. Drives at the free throw, spins in the lane with 2 hands. Paul Coughlin, this is your world. 11 points. 33-31, cut it to a 2-point deficit. 5:55 to play here in the third. Far side for Smith. The lane closes by Coughlin. All over Smith up top to the wing. Far side, Broadway with the coverage of Garris. Knocked away. It's trying to dive for it. Is Garris. It's stolen by Coughlin. Up the floor, inside the lane. Stop it and go up the glass for Paul Coughlin. On the hesitation fake, it goes in and 1 for Paul Coughlin. 13 for number 2.
He's doing an unbelievable job here in the biggest game of his life up to this point.
3-point lead, 37-34. Washington, 3:15 to play here in the third. Smith looks like he's going to cut. Instead, walks all the way back to midcourt. Covered by Neal. Over to the far side for Gibbs. In the corner, bounce pass Payne to the baseline. Back to the basket for Garris. Covered by OD. The ball rolls loose and picked up by Coughlin. Right up the floor, left to right. Right into the lane with the layup and knocked away by Lovick. Saved, though, by Coughlin. Now he's in the corner on the far side to reset the offense. Bounce pass to Neal off the midcourt logo. 2:45 to play here in the third. A 37-34 lead for Washington. Reidsville with the basketball. Into the corner, Coughlin. A 3, got it!
First tie since 0-0.
17 points for Coughlin and a tie ball game with 2:30 to play here in the third. Timeout, Washington. Paul Coughlin with 17. Reidsville 37, Pam Pack 37. 2:29 to play here in the third. Neal with the basketball, tie ball game. Rams moving left to right. Works on the far side wing, covered by 2. Gibbs trying to trap him in the corner alongside Garris. He'll step out of the coverage. OD thought about setting a screen, instead will settle back inside the low post. Get it to Coughlin. He'll handle it up top with the right hand. Robinson enters the lane from the mid-post. Stop and pop from the elbow. Paul Coughlin. Far side, he's got 19. Rams lead it for the first time, 39-37. 1:25 to play here in the third. Rams with the basketball up 1, 15 seconds to play here in the third. At midcourt stands Paul Coffin. Switches hands, now back to the right. Drives near side, elbow to the baseline, inside the lane. Lowers the shoulder with one hand. Paul Coffin, 21 points here this afternoon. 2 seconds remaining in the third. Here's a shot from Smith, and it's well short. The Rams are back in front in the third quarter. Took the lead for the first time. They hold on to it at the end of the third. A 41-38 lead for Reidsville.
Fantastic job thus far by Paul Coffin Jr. He's got 21 points. He's got 6 rebounds. One of those was offensive. 3 assists, 4 steals. He came into this game second on the team in points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, offensive rebounds per game. But he's been number 1 in a lot of categories tonight, and he's the reason they're up by 3.
Neal now getting the full court pressure from Josiah Gribbs. Past the timeline, left to right on the far side. Works his way in the middle of the floor, and now back out. Neal looking for a foul call on ball. Instead, he'll settle back. Gets past Gibbs. Looks in the lane, stops, hesitates. Gets the layup attempt. Gets his own rebound on the miss. Back to the top, wide open. Tyson Broadway! Drained it! Tyson Broadway! He's got 2 big threes in this one. 1 in the second quarter, 1 here in the fourth. Gives the Rams a 2-point lead, 44-42, with 5:20 to play. What a look from Neal. He had the layup, couldn't get it to fall. Got his own rebound at 5'9". Looked back to the perimeter, right at the top, standing all alone. Was the signal caller, the quarterback, the big shot man, Tyson Broadway.
Broadway has only shot 4 shots tonight. He's got 8 points. That's efficiency. Making the most of his time on the court, and they now lead it by 2.
If you're just joining us, 5 minutes to play. Rams 44, Pampack 42. Floater goes and the catch made by Neal on the inbound. Past the timeline, left to right, covered tightly, full court by Josiah Gibbs from the elbow. He floats. How did he make that? From the elbow! He was pushed. He just threw it up with one hand. They see it drops. And 1. 46-42 Rams. He was at the elbow. He was just looking to draw the foul. He threw it up after the foul and drained it. That's Deontay Neal doing Deontay Neal things. There's no nutshell. That's just the way it is.
I always go into a game thinking, Neal can't surprise me. I should expect something crazy, and then he does.
46-44 Rams with it on the inbound of the corner for Broadway, covered tightly by Payne. Through it, goes from the mid post, now back out to the wing. Drive, no look pass, Galloway to Robinson off the glass. What a feed from Galloway. Rams lead it by 1, 48-47, 3:40 to play. Coffin in the lane, reverse! What a layup! Dice right through the defense. Switched hands once, then switched again with the reverse.
Coffin Jr. has dominated this afternoon.
23 points for the sophomore. Coffin on the afternoon, 9 for 16. Just 1 3 attempt.
He's having a heck of a playoff run, too. His second highest scoring total was against Eastern Wayne last week. He had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. He's putting up a monster game tonight.
1 possession game, a 3-point lead for Reidsville. 3:39 to play. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Rams 52, Pampack 52. Inbound for Broadway on the baseline. Jumping, gets it to Neal on the far sideline with the left hand. Here comes 2 with the pressure. Lovick and Gibbs right through it with the reverse layup. Here on the near side, Deontay Neal. 55 points for Reidsville. 54 for the Pampack. Rams lead it by 1 with the basketball. 44.8 on the clock. Broadway to inbound for Reidsville. The Rams without their starter Mario Ingram, and Broadway stepping up big, and O'Darian Carter in his spot. 44 seconds remain. The inbound here near side. And it's knocked away by Payne, out of bounds. Off of Payne's fingertips, it went out of bounds, jumping on the inbound.
Took 1 second off the clock.
Broadway looks to inbound to Neal. Near side. Instead goes to the middle of the floor. Paul Cawthon wide open to the lane. The layup is good on the finger roll. 26 for Cawthon. Up the floor the other way, baseline drive. Here's Lovick, he got him.
Back to a 1-point lead for Reidsville.
29 seconds remaining. Handoff goes to Cawthon and a foul.
Foul's called against Chase Smith.
25 seconds remaining, 57-56. Reidsville after the foul. It's the bonus. That puts Paul Cawthon on the line.
Huge free throws coming up for Cawthon.
The defense will set back for Reidsville. As Cawthon lets it fly, it's good. 27 for Paul Cawthon, a 2-point lead for the Rams.
He's shooting 75% at the free throw line tonight.
Here's the second shot from the line. It's off the heel. Rebound to Washington. Garris' skip pass. It's stolen on the wing. Paul Cawthon with the steal. And a foul puts Paul Cawthon on the line. The pass from Garris went for the skip on the far side wing, trying to go up the floor, and it was stolen away by the man of this game, number 2, Paul Cawthon, back to the line. Huge for Reidsville.
Averages nearly 5 steals a game. That might be his best steal of the season.
Free throw's good.
Got a chance to make it a 2-possession game right here with 20.7 seconds to go.
Reidsville 59, Pam-Pack 56. The second is in and out. Rebound goes to Smith. 19 seconds to play. 3-point ball game. Near side, Garris looking to drive in the corner. We'll have a foul before the shot. It's a charge. Setting his feet is Frankie Galloway. Oh, Frankie. 15 seconds left in a 3-point lead. Rams basketball.
Frankie Galloway, no stranger to championship matchups. He was part of the football team and no stranger to contact either. Takes one for the team right there.
Gibbs will head to the bench. They'll have to sub in Outlaw. Rams lead it by 3 with the basketball. Take care of it. Head to the state championship game for the 4th consecutive season. Inbound on the baseline here near side. Pump faking is Broadway. Bounce pass in the corner. It goes out of bounds on the attempt to get it to Neal. Washington basketball. 14 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
And a timeout from Coach David Allwald. 14 seconds remain. Washington basketball down 3. Rams lead at 59-56. Live from Minges Coliseum, Williams Arena, East Carolina University, the regional final. It comes down to this: number 1 versus number 2. Reidsville, the number 1 seed, leads at 59-56. 9 seconds remain. Rams with a 3-point lead at the line. Free throws, no good. Got to be ready defensively on a miss.
They've got Robinson and Galloway all the way back already.
Lovick back in here in the corner on the near side wing as well for Washington. Broadway's free throw is in and out. Rebound goes to Outlaw into the hands of Garris. Spins at midcourt. 5 seconds remaining. Heaves from the wing. It doesn't fall. Rebound goes inside. Outlaw off the glass. It's good, but that doesn't matter. Here in Reidsville, it's Championship City. Revenge in the regional finals is oh so sweet. The Reidsville Rams avenge their only regular season loss in the last 4 seasons and book a final stop on the Legacy Tour, a 4th consecutive state championship game. Rams 59, Pam-Pack 58. This team battled through adversity, and we're not talking about on the court. Mario Ingram out due to sickness. Several others impacted, but they came here today and got the job done against the only team that has beat them in the regular season over the last 4 years. If that isn't adversity, I don't know what is.
And if that's not revenge, I don't know what is. What better way to punch your ticket to the state championship than by 1 point over the team that beat you in December?
This Rams class, this senior class, 109-2 over the last 4 seasons. Those 2 losses have been avenged by this team. First, it was Farmville Central in the state championship. Deontay was a freshman. They responded, got that win in the state championship against the Jags. Earlier this year, the day after Christmas, it was Washington, the Pam Pack, knocking down a 63-game win streak, the longest in the nation. Reidsville answered back here in the regional final. They win it 59-58.